Hi, I'm Heather Russell from Onward Endeavors, and this is a guided introspection activity. The goal of guided introspection is to help give you a little structure behind learning how to ask yourself questions and then allowing the answers to flow. So, for today, the thought process that we are going to start with is what we focus on expands, grows. Focus is like the energy to our thoughts. So when we have a thought that we keep thinking and we really, really focus on that through our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, then whatever that is, it expands, it grows. It's how we create that and bring that into our life. So today's introspection activity is a couple questions that we're going to ask ourselves so that we can see clearly if we are creating what we want to be creating in our lives. So your first question is, what do I spend the most time thinking about? Now, when you initially start this activity, you might think, well, that's too general of a question, right? Like, I don't know, I think about a lot of things. So try to narrow it down for yourself. If you are, focus on like the last 24 hours. What did I think about the most today? What did I think about the most this past week? Okay. When you have your answer for that, then the second question is, if this is what my focus is, what am I creating in my life if I continue to focus on this? So the idea is that first we identify the dominant thoughts in your mind and where your focus is. Now with question number 2, what we're doing is we're looking to see, okay, well, if I keep thinking this and I put energy behind this by focusing on it, what are the results that are going to come from that? What am I bringing into my life by focusing on these things? Now, the third question is a really pivotal question, and that is this what I want to be bringing into my life? Now, it sounds like a simple question, and yet quite often what happens is that we are distracted, and we're going through our days reacting, and we're not intentionally thinking about how our thoughts and our feelings and our choices are creating the reality around us. They're creating what's in our life. So question number 3 is really important because we've identified what we predominantly think about, what our focus is. We've identified what continuing to focus on that will bring into our life. So with question number 3, if you answer yes, if this is something that you want to bring into your life, then you are good. This activity is great. It's been kind of like a reminder or a check-in, and you can wrap it all up and then go about your day. But if you answered no to question number 3, well, no, I don't want to be bringing that into my life, then you move on to question number 4. And question number 4 is, what would it be better for me to be focusing on? Okay. So if you get to question number 4 and you're struggling with that a little bit, you can reverse engineer it. You can kind of work a little backwards. You can look at your answer to the first 2 questions and you can kind of see, okay, this is what I don't want. So what would be the opposite? What would be something else? And that can help you to find what it is that it would be better for you to be focusing on. So then with question number 4, once you have that, okay, this is what I would want to be focusing on. This is what I would want to be bringing into my life. Then you can ask yourself question number 5, which is, what does it look like for me to be focused on this? And for this question, what you're looking for is, what are the thoughts that I would have to focus on this? What are the actions or the activities that I would be doing if this was my focus? And then what you'll see is that you've created a little plan for yourself. And some of these things might be small, some of them might be big. You might come up with a whole new idea for things for you to be doing right now, or a whole new business idea from this activity. Whatever you come up with, I hope that it is enjoyable for you to walk yourself through this exercise. I hope that you reach out and share it with me if you do decide to do this. I would love to hear the things that come from it for you. And as always, my intention in sharing these thoughts with you is that I've used these things to help my clients, but also really to help myself in continuing to adapt to all the changes that life brings, with the goal of continuing to be joyful and productive and progressing to the best of my ability. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity to share with you, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you again soon.